seeing what I'm seeing here, right? Oh God, it looks so good. Yum. I don't know about you, but the holiday movies, music, and treats do not slow down in any way, shape, or form the week between Christmas and New Year's. As a matter of fact, this week I've been listening a lot to the Eurythmics Winter Wonderland song. Oh, I just love that song. So of course, it inspired me to make my Winter Wonderland Munch. I've also been calling this my Winter Wonderland Snowballs. Either way, it's easy to make, it's vegan, and we're about to make a whole bunch of this stuff while we listen to the Eurythmics Winter Wonderland. Here are the main ingredients for our Winter Wonderland Munch. The main one here is Choco Chimps. This is basically the vegan version of Cocoa Puffs. Use whatever kind of cereal you want. Of course, we're going with a round snowball theme here. I've also got this cookie butter spread from Trader Joe's. It's absolutely delicious. Feel free to use almond butter or even peanut butter. I've got some vegan marshmallows from Dandy's. I've also got vegan pretzel balls, which are delicious. Vegan chocolate chips. You can use your regular chocolate chips if you're not vegan. I've also found Big Score vegan white chocolate. And of course, to make sure this is all covered in a winter wonderland of snow, powdered sugar. Before we get started, I wanted to give you just a little preview of all the deliciousness to come. We've got our delicious chocolate snowballs there. We've got sparkle and salt, and then sweet, sweet, sweet marshmallows. I want to make the chocolate version first. So in go our dark chocolate chips, and then our cookie butter from Trader Joe's, which I don't know if you've had this before. It's delicious. I am using a little bit of Country Crock plant butter. You can use any kind of spread you want. I actually usually use a little bit of coconut oil, but I'm out of coconut oil, so this will have to do. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in the microwave for 20 to 30 second intervals until it's nice and melted. That took all of a minute in my microwave, and it is really important to keep checking it because you do not want to burn your chocolate. I let this cool just a teeny little bit before we pour in our puffs. There we go. And then mix that all around, and you would not believe the smell of chocolate going on in my kitchen right now. It is absolutely heavenly. You want to make sure every single little puff gets nice and coated with melted chocolate. Oh my God! And now enter some sort of vessel to do the shaken with the powdered sugar. This is a stasher bag. I only bought this because I saw Vegan as Fork use it for their Muddy Buddies recipe, but dang, this thing is expensive. It was like $18 or $19. But anyways, you can use a plastic bag. You can also use a Tupperware container, whatever you want to do. The trick though is to put a little bit of powdered sugar in the bottom of it before you start shaking. And we're gonna load this up in batches because we don't want things to get, well, it's gonna get messy, but we can reduce the amount of messiness by doing it in batches. And then what I do is I actually put a little bit more of the powdered sugar on top, again, to try and eliminate some of that messiness. This is a really nice bag. You just kind of seal it up and then shake, 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 shake. Check it to see if it's to your liking. I actually like a little bit more powdered sugar on there. So let's get another clump there. Seal her up. I know I complained about how expensive this bag was, but it's really nice. How perfect is that? I dump everything out onto a parchment lined pan to let it dry out just a little bit, but there is a little too much extra powdered sugar here. And you know what? I'm already coated in powdered sugar. My jeans are coated, my shirt's coated. So to get some of that excess off, what I do is I just kind of bounce it around in my hands a little bit like that, and then I put it onto another pan. And I only do that after this has had an opportunity to dry out and harden a little bit. The other thing I want to point out is, yes, this is the perfect little snowball. And they look so cute when they're separate like this, but do not fret. It's all going to be delicious. And actually, the real treat is these little clusters when they're all stuck together. Oh, it's so delicious. But we are so not done with this Winter Wonderland Munch. The Eurythmics version of Winter Wonderland was part of an album called A Very Special Christmas, which came out in 1987. I love this version for so many reasons. One, because Annie Lennox's voice is so beautiful and so unique. But two, this song has a real traditional edge to it with an 80s vibe, which is why I believe it has withheld the test of time. And when it comes on those speakers at Target, you just have to stop and sing along. Sweet and salty is the way to go in my opinion, so we are going to dunk these delicious pretzel balls in some vegan white chocolate. I'll put the link down below where I found these. I know it's tough to find pretzel balls in the store. It's even tougher to find vegan ones, so I'll put this link down below so you can order them as well. This is an easy breezy part of the recipe, but I'm telling you, it is gonna be delicious when we add them to those. We're getting our money's worth out of this bag today. Pour in your pretzels, and then we're gonna pour in the white chocolate. You know the drill. Kind of a bummer that these don't turn out super white like regular white chocolate would, but we can still make them Winter Wonderlandish by covering them in some silver sprinkles. By the time the Eurythmics did this version of Winter Wonderland, they were already an established 80s powerhouse. They had songs like Sweet Dreams and Here Comes the Rain Again already under their belt. A Very Special Christmas is full of 80s icons. Madonna did Santa Baby, Whitney Houston did Do You Hear What I Hear? I guarantee you, if you go turn on the car radio right now, you will hear some sort of song from A Very Special Christmas from 1987. I want to add just a little bit more sparkle, so I'm covering some marshmallows, some vegan marshmallows with some vanilla sugar, and it's super easy to do. I've got my little mini marshmallows here. I wanted the bigger ones, but this is what I had in my cupboard. These are also Dandy's marshmallows. I prefer Trader Joe's, but these will do. All I do is I just kind of put a little toothpick in there, just swipe it so lightly, ever so lightly, in some warm water, and then into your sugar. And you can do several of these at a time. It's super easy. Swipe. You might have seen this with a Kool-Aid recipe too that people do. You just toss, 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 toss until they're coated in your vanilla sugar. If you don't have vanilla sugar, regular sugar will do just fine. But look how pretty that is. A nice little sparkle. Let these dry out before you add them to the mix. I could not help myself by adding more and more, so I dug out the blue treats from this Unreal dark chocolate peanut gems, and they're going to be delicious in this thing. More is more. That is my belief. Boom. I did a little poll on my social media last week to see which versions of Winter Wonderland you liked. I put folks on there like Johnny Mathis, Amy Grant, Tony Bennett, and guess what? The Eurythmics won. Now, I totally get that everyone I follow and anyone who follows me is a lover of the 80s, so the decks were stacked, but I do believe in my heart that the Eurythmics version of Winter Wonderland is the best of all time. Gonna try the pretzel and the marshmallow together. Sweet and salty. And do not discount those marshmallows covered in vanilla sugar. Those pack quite a tasty punch. And now the chocolate snowball. Oh man. So you can make that version just by itself and not worry about the pretzel and the marshmallows, but together, everything, it just makes for the perfect sweet treat snack mix. Be sure to put this on your list to make for neighbors next Christmas. I'm actually making this for my New Year's spread. It is good any time of year. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you had a great holiday season. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Fun fact, Annie Lennox's birthday is on Christmas Day, so happy birthday, Annie Lennox.